Chuck E. Cheese, ground zero for the next pandemic. While most restaurants in the age of coronavirus have switched over to delivery, Chuck E. Cheese has been faced with the ultimate dilemma. How do you get people to order your crappy food when the only reason they ever came to your establishment was to entertain their kids and buy weed from your assistant manager? Well, it turns out all it takes is a little old-fashioned American ingenuity.
Chuck E. Cheese is accused of tricking some Grubhub users. Several customers say they placed orders at Pasquale's Pizza and Wings. They thought they were supporting a local business. Every address for Pasquale's routes back to a Chuck E. Cheese. Well, turns out Pasquale is the name of one of those animatronic band members you see in Chuck E. Cheese, the fake band. The parent company for Chuck E. Cheese says it wasn't trying to fool anyone. It said Pasquale's is meant to be a premium pizza that's a little more upscale than you find at a kid's birthday party.
Yes, Chuck E. Cheese has been pretending to be a different place online to try and sell their pizza. This is officially the weirdest episode of Catfish ever. By the way, can I also just say that I don't trust the person who uncovered this scheme? Because what adult knows the flavor of Chuck E. Cheese pizza so well? Wait a minute. This is Chuck E. Cheese. I eat this every day. All right, we're going to investigate them. But after that, we're going to investigate you too, you weirdo. Speaking of ingenuity, in South Korea, one soccer team got a little too creative about how to fill empty stadium seats.
A soccer team in South Korea is in hot water after being accused of using adult companion dolls to fill empty seats at their stadium. FC Seoul wanted to fill empty seats with masks-wearing mannequins at its home opener on Sunday, but some observers of the game on TV noticed that these fake fans looked a lot like sex dolls. The club has issued an apology on social media and claims they were assured by the manufacturer that they were simply meant to be realistic mannequins.
Yes, this soccer team thought they were getting mannequins to fill the stands, but instead they received sex dolls. Which means somewhere out there, there's some guys who ordered sex dolls, but ended up with regular mannequins. Oh yeah. You, baby? Are you okay? You seem like you're somewhere else tonight. Talk to me. Now, I'm gonna be honest, man. I don't get what the problem is here. Because yes, they might have used sex dolls in the stands, but they're not being used for sex. In fact, when you think about it, any doll can be a sex doll. Just ask 9-year-old me and He-Man. Our love was the power of Grayskull. And finally, one ray of sunshine coronavirus has brought us during these troubled times is that people are finding cleaner and healthier ways to get from point A to point B.
If you're thinking about buying a bike, you may be prepared for a long wait. The U.S. is reportedly facing a bicycle shortage. Bike sales are through the roof right now since the pandemic began. More people turning to bikes to either avoid public transportation or just try to stay in shape and get some fresh air. Sales of bikes jumped 121% in March.
Yes, it turns out more people are buying bicycles than ever before. And I get it. I mean, there's nothing better than biking on a nice day, cruising down the streets, breathing fresh air, having a bug fly into your mouth, coughing uncontrollably, almost throwing up. Oh man, bikes are the best. You know, bikes are like a Peloton that lets you ride away from your husband who's telling you to lose weight. But just remember, folks, with more people biking than ever, it is especially important to bike responsibly. And I'm looking at you, Cirque du Soleil. That is not socially distant. It's pretty cool, though.